Hello, welcome to the Late Night Show at Westminster. I'm Jasmine, your hostess, and I'm joined here with Elisa Astrid.
Hi everyone.
From Westminster University. So, tell us a bit more about yourself and what got you interested in, music and yeah.
So I guess I've been into music for my whole life pretty much. I started singing in a choir when I was 6, and it was mostly like classical. It was kind of traditional Latvian songs because I'm from Latvia, Russian songs, that kind of stuff. But that really got me into it. And then I told my mom that I wanted to play a piano, and she was just like, okay. So they got me a piano, and then I went to musical school. So I've done 8 years of like classical training, playing Mozart and Bach and everything, which was quite difficult, combining it with like a normal school as well. However, it was really worth it because it really helped me now in terms of skills. And then I started taking like vocal lessons when I was 13, I guess. And participated in a lot of competitions back home in Latvia, international ones. We were going abroad, and then of course it all kind of made me think I want to go to London. It was always been my dream, I would say. Always seemed kind of unreal, for a little girl just sitting in her room like thinking, oh, I'm going to be on X Factor. That was actually my dream. I was watching X Factor like all the time, and and then I actually went to X Factor and I was quite disappointed because it's not the way people think it is. It's very like you have to queue for like ages, and it's just not worth it. But I guess that's kind of a short brief how I got into music and how I got to Westminster in the end.
What's it been like for you, like being at Westminster? Well,
now it's coming to the final year, unfortunately. But however, it's a good thing as well for me to be able to go outside and do the real thing. Westminster really, really opened my eyes, I think, when I came here. I still think it's like I'm jumping from one to another, but I think it's the strongest in terms of music, commercial music in the UK or anywhere else. I think it's like the strongest one because I had a couple of offers from other ones, but then I realized this one is so strong, and I was actually not sure if I was going to get it. That's why I was so nervous. I was like, I need to get it, and then I got it, and I was really happy, and it is one of the best for sure. What's the best thing about here is that we've got people constantly coming in from the industry, giving masterclasses, giving talks. You see the real industry. People tell you how it is from the real experience that they've had, and they tell you the downside. They tell you the ups and downs that they've had, and they really talk you through those things. And they actually help you if you want to get on the radio. They'll tell you how to do that, and they'll actually network with you, and that's a great thing. And I get constantly invitations to events. They try to kind of like put us out there, recommend us to people. It's like everything is for us here, and I really had no idea, which I realize now, about music industry whatsoever at all before I came here, and now I'm like, I know what it is from the inside without actually having a bad experience of going out there and having a bad experience. You get what I mean?
I get what you mean.
In that sense, it's amazing.
So tell us more about your EP.
About
like the themes that connects everything together.
So my EP is called Blind Silence. I released it last year in summer. It's got 5 songs, and all those songs I wrote when I was around like 13. One of them is 13, and then the rest of them were kind of accumulating over my teenage years. And obviously my ex-boyfriend was my kind of first love, and most of those songs are based around the relationship theme. Kind of like the relationships dying out. I'm not sure. There was a period where I wasn't sure about this whole thing, and I was kind of confused, and I didn't know exactly what I wanted. And there's a lot of kind of like sadness in there because it's kind of like being lost and like putting it out there. And I think the Blind Silence, the name of the EP really portrays. I really wanted to kind of portray the whole situation and what it actually meant, because blind silence means that you're blind and you're not talking about it. So someone being blind, but it's not being talked about, so it's not being communicated. That's why it's called that.
So where can we find your music?
I've actually just released a single which I'm going to sing later on, called Sweet Dreams. Released it in August this year. And you can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, SoundCloud, anywhere you possibly can. Deezer, all the streaming platforms. And my Facebook page is Elisa Astrid. So I'm going to be releasing more material as well. It's like a trilogy. Sweet Dreams is the first song from the trilogy, and I'll be releasing 2 more. So yeah, excited for that.
Okay, and also because this song is it's a love song. So who's this special somebody?
Well, the Sweet Dreams.
Yeah.
That song is, I'm not going to name I'm not going to name anyone or anything because they know who they are. But it is about me getting over the breakup that was really difficult for me. And it sounds very kind of cinematic, but it's true. This is a true story. I was just kind of in my bed, like not being able to fall asleep, like everyone has those nights. Like you literally can't fall asleep, too many thoughts in your head.
Last night for me.
Yeah, so it happens to everyone. And that happened to me, and I just couldn't fall asleep. And that song came out of me. It's like you give a birth, and it came out of me in like 10 minutes. I've never written a song that fast. All those lyrics, the ones that you will hear in the song, they're all from like 10 minutes. Literally, they just all came out of me. And I was like, oh my god, where is this coming from? And yeah, it's just about me kind of like burying that relationship, kind of like really.
Yeah.
It's kind of talking about those moments that were really significant to me, but then at the same time letting them go. So whatever I cherished and appreciated, I kind of put it out there, and then that's how I let it go. I think after I wrote that song, it kind of was easier for me. So songs are the way of feeling. Yeah, definitely.
Wow, that's amazing. 10 minutes.
Yeah,
wow.
It was like the fastest song. It's the best thing ever.
That's
Never happened to me before.
That's great. Now we're going to see Elisa Astrid perform.
I remember I was lying on your chest. You were holding me tight, I was holding my breath. I kissed you softly on your neck, yeah. I left behind all my worries. I love you, I whispered in your ear. You gently whisper back to me. I love you too, my dear. Sweet dreams. Let me tell you how much I miss you. Every night when I go to sleep, yeah. The only sound I wanna listen to, is your breath. Let me show you how much I care for you. Left you to let you live. Don't pretend it will last forever. Just close your eyes and breathe. I remember I was lying on your chest. You were holding me tight. I was holding my breath. I kissed you softly on your neck. I left behind all my worries.
I'm afraid this was all for tonight, but luckily I will see you next week. Thanks again to my guests, to the team, and please enjoy your Halloween. Thank you very much and good night.
Waking nature as the sun comes up, making major moment of my life, changing places, changing